Hi guys. I'm sharing the wrong thing. There we go. Hi. There we are. So this is your practice day for multiplying with decimals. Multiplying with decimals is very similar to multiplying just with not decimals. We just have to put the decimals back in after we're done with the problem. So for example, we've got 3 and 94 hundredths times 3 tenths. So with this, what I'm going to encourage you to do is always to try to estimate, first of all. So we've got 3 wholes and 9 tenths. That is almost 4 wholes. Then we've got 3 tenths. So that's kind of like, that gets kind of confusing. But if we've got 400, we're just going to round this to 400. And we're going to make this a 3. Because we can do this one in our heads with our powers of 10. We've got 4 times 3 is 12, 2 place value pushers. So it's going to be about 1,200, but wait, it is not going to be about 1,200. We have to put those decimals in. This is if they were whole numbers. If we took the decimals out, this would be our estimate. But because we have the decimals, we have to move the place. Right now the decimal is right here. We have to move the decimal 1, 2, 3 places. 1, 2, 3 places. So our answer is going to be about 1 and 2 tenths. That's an estimate. Go ahead and solve this problem. All right, so we're back. We're going to solve it together using the standard algorithm. Remember, we start with the ones place and the bottom number, and we multiply it by the top number. And we're going to basically ignore those decimals to start with. So we start with 3 times 4, which equals 12. Our 12 gets split up. Our 2 goes right underneath the 3 because that's the place value we start with. And our 1 goes over here to be carried. Our next one is, our next problem, we've already done 3 times 4. What do we do next? Yep, we do 3 times 9, but we have to remember to add that 1 in the end. 3 times 9 is, 27. We still have 27 plus 1, which equals 28. So 3 times 9 plus 1 is 28. That 28 gets split up. We are going to have to add the 2 of the 28 over here, and the 8 goes down here. What do we do next? We've already done 3 times 4. We've done 3 times 9. What's next? Yes, we do 3 times 3 plus the 2. 3 times 3, we have to do one step at a time. 3 times 3 is 9, plus the 2 equals 11. So your answer is, we don't have any place to carry that 1 for the 11, so we just put it down here as a full 11. Our answer of 3.94, or 3 and 94 hundredths, multiplied by 3 tenths is 1,182. Oh, you guys caught me. It's not 1,182. Those are the correct numbers, but we have to put that decimal back in. So with this decimal, we have to count how many place values we have to put that decimal back. So we start at the lowest part, we go 1 place value, 2 place values. So there's 2 place values there, 1 place value there, total of 3 place values. So we're going to go to the end of the number and the answer, the product, and we're going to go 1, 2, 3. Our decimal has to get moved 3 places. So our answer actually becomes 1 and 182 thousandths. All right, ready for the next one? Of course you are. All right, here we go. Go ahead and solve this. Oh, did you remember to estimate first? Let's see, 14 and 85 hundredths is closer. 85 hundredths is really close to another whole. So I'm thinking 15 might be a good way to go, and maybe 40. So 15 times 4 is 60. I know that because 15 times 2 is 30, and you've got 2 of those. So 30 plus, so 15 times 2 equals 30 because you've got 4 of them total. So you've got 60. So 60, place value pusher, our answer should be close to 600. You're right. I forgot to put in the place value. You've got 1, 2. So we are going to, well, actually, it'd be closer. Well, we'll just go with 600 is our, be 1500. So we got 2 more, 1, 2. It's going to be close to 600 because it was actually 1540, not 15. That was my goof. That's okay. All right. Now go ahead and solve it fully. All right. So I always forget that I'm not actually waiting for you to solve it, that's a pause in the thing. Anyway. Okay. Did you remember to put your decimal back in? Let's see what we got. So we're going to start with the ones place of the bottom number here. And we're going to start by multiplying it with the ones place in the top number. So our first issue that we have to deal with is 7 times 5. 7 times 5 is 35. That is going to get split up because it's more than one digit. The 5 gets put here, and the 30 part gets put in the tens part, to the tens place. So our next thing, we've already done 7 times 5. We've taken care of that. What are we going to take care of next? Yep. We're going to take care of 7 times 8. Did you remember to add the 3 to it? All right. So we've got 56 plus 3, which equals 59. So we have to split that up to 59. What are we going to work on next? Yes, we're going to do 7 times 4 plus the 5. Oh, ignore my dog. Hopefully he will stop. Maybe not. I might have to just talk loudly. So we've got 7 times 4 is 28 plus 5 more, which equals 33. So we've got to carry this 3 to the next place value, and we've got 3 down here. And the last thing we're doing is 7 times 1 plus 3. 7 times 1 is 7, plus 3 is 10. So we've got 10. Now, I recommend that when you get to a situation like this, we are done with these because we're done with the 7. I suggest that you cross them out so you don't get confused. All right? We're working with a 3 next. The 3 is actually a 30, and it's in the tens place. So our first answer has to go in the tens place. If it helps you to remember to put the place value holder, you can do that. I like to give them a smiley face because I like when people and things smile at me. So our next thing that we have to work on is our 3s. And so we're going to do our 3 times 5. That's our next step. 3 times 5, which is 15. Our 1 comes up here, and our 5, remember our lowest digit has to go in the tens place because we're dealing with a number that's actually a tens place number. What's our next step? Yes, we have to do 3 times 8, and don't forget to add the 1. 3 times 8 plus 1. So we've got 24 plus 1, which equals 25. With that 25, the 20 part of it goes to the next place value. The 5 of the 25 comes down into the place that we're just working at, the next place in the number. What do we do next? Yep, we do 3 times 4. Don't forget to add the 2. I'm going to put it over here. 3 times 4 plus 2. 3 times 4 is 12 plus 2, and 12 plus 2 is 14. The 1 of the 14 goes here, and the 4 of the 14 goes down here. We've got one more to do. We've got that one. What is that? That is 3 times 1 plus 1. 3 times 1 is 3 plus the 1, which equals 4. Now we get to add them up. This is where using the lined paper sideways helps because it helps keep the place value together. 5 plus a happy 0 is a happy 5. You don't have to do that. 9 plus 5 is 14. We have to carry the 1 over here and keep the 4 right there. 1 plus 3 plus 5. 1 plus 3 is 4. 4 plus 5 is 9. Nothing plus 4. 1 plus 4. I'm going to put my comma in. 1, 2, 3. Oh, no, I don't put my comma in yet. Sorry, no commas. We have to do what now? Because there's a decimal in the number up there. We have to count how many place values back that decimal is. So we've got 1 place value, 2 place values. Are there any decimals in the bottom number? Nope. So it's just 2 decimals over. So we're going to start at the end and go 1 decimal, 2 decimals. Our decimal has to go between the 9 and the 4. Let's look back at our estimate. We estimated that it was going to be around 600. It's 549. That is pretty stinking close. I think that that's a pretty good estimate. All right. Next one. 578 3/10 times 94 hundredths. Go ahead and solve it. All right. So I'm going to go a little bit faster on this now. We are going to start with the 4. And we have 4 times 3, which is 12. We go to the next number, 4 times 8, which is 32, plus 1 is 33. Remember, you're allowed to use your multiplication table to help you with your multiplication facts. But you do need to be working towards knowing them without your multiplication table. 4 times 7. 4 times 7. Sometimes I have to write these down so I keep them all in my head. 4 times 7 is 28. 28 plus 3 is 31. So I've got 3 over here and 1 there. 5 times 4 is 20. Plus 3 is 23. I'm not sure why I put that point in there. That was weird. Let me take that out because there shouldn't be a point in there yet. I think I was just making a point. All right. We are done with the 4s. We're done with the 1, the 3, and the 3. We are moving on to the 9, which is in the tens place. So our first number is going to go in the tens place, and I'm going to put a placeholder there. We start with 9 times 3, which is 27. So we put the 2 here and the 7 here. 9 times 8, this one I'm going to write down. 9 times 8 plus 2. So we've got 9 times 8 is 72 plus 2 more equals 74. So we're going to put the 7 over here and the 4 right there. Now we've got 9 times 7 plus 7. We forgot to estimate, didn't we? That's okay. We'll figure it out. Yeah, we'll just do it without estimating this time. I guess we could still do it, but that's okay. All right, so 9 times 7 is 63 plus 7, which comes to 70. So the 7 of the 70 goes there, and the 0 of the 70 goes there. 70. Now we've got 9 times 5 plus 7. 9 times 5 is 45, plus 7 more. Excuse me. 45 plus 7 is 52. So I don't have any place to carry the 5 to, so it becomes 52. We add those together. 2 plus a happy 0 equals a happy 2. 7 plus 3 equals, yes, so we have to carry the 1 because it equals 10. 1 plus 1 is 2, plus 4 is 6. 3 plus 0 is 3, 2 plus 2 is 4, and 5 all by itself. But we're not done yet. We've got a big long number. We're not going to put a comma in. What we need to do is we need to count our place values. We've got one place value here to get to the decimal. How many on this one? Yeah, we have 2 on this one. So how many total decimal places do we have to move that decimal point to? Yes, we have to move it 3 decimal places. So I'm going to start here and go 1, 2, 3. Our decimal has to go right there, 3 in from the end of the problem. All right, last one. Go ahead and solve it. All right, we are going to estimate on this one. This is about 60, and 93 is very close to 1 whole. So our answer is going to be roughly 60 times 1, because this number is about 60 and this number is about 1. So our answer should be around 60 total. All right, let's give it a try. We start here. 3 times 4 is 12. 12. This will be an add one. Now we have 3 times 0. 3 times 0 plus 1. 3 times 0 equals 0. Plus 1. This is a 1. Now we have 3 times 6, which is 18. Well, that's nowhere near the number 60. But remember, we haven't put the decimal back in yet. Okay, we're done with that. We're done with that. Our first answer is going to go in the tens place because the 9 is in the tens place. 9 times 4 is 36. Now we've got 9 times 0 plus 3. What's 9 times 0? 0 times anything is what? Yeah, so 9 times 0 is 0 plus 3. So we've got 3 total. And now we've got 9 times 6 is 54. Now you can go and do, that's in the hundreds place, so we have to put a 0 because 0 times 4 is 0, 0 times 0 is 0, 0 times 6 is 0. But when this is a 0, when the bottom number has a 0 as its furthest along, you don't have to do that. So we don't have to actually put it in. If you want to, you can, but you don't have to. So now we're going to add. We've got 2. 1 plus 6 is 7. 8 plus 3 is 11. I have to carry the 1 over here. 4, 5, 6, and 5. But we're not done yet. We still have to put our place value in, or our decimal point in. So we have how many place values there and how many place values there. So how many total place values? 3. We've got 1 place value here, 2 place values there. So we've got 3 total place values. So we're going to start here and go 1, 2, 3, and put our decimal in right there. Remember how our estimate said that it would be close to 60? We came up with 56 as the whole number. We say this number as 56 and 172 thousandths. So we got 56 and 172 thousandths. All right. That is it for today. Thank you.